In a society that's becoming more environmentally conscious, many citizens have realised that the emissions from vehicles is the biggest cause of greenhouse gases.
Now, previously only seen as experimental cars, a number of manufacturers are now marketing a collection of vehicles to consumers with an environmental conscience.
Through diesel, hybrids and electric engines, people now have a choice of how they will help minimise their impact on our precious earth.
No car is perfect, but which car is better?
So today we'll start looking at the Peugeot 407. Now this is a diesel combustion engine which uses about 30% less fuel than conventional petrol engines.
This enabled the car to go from Adelaide to Darwin on just one tank of fuel, a distance of 1,100 kilometres. And also being a diesel engine, it produces far less carbon dioxide emissions than your standard petrol engine.
Also has the ability to be able to use biodiesel as an alternative to conventional diesel. Now using recycled fats and oils, this new form of fuel, although not readily available in Australia, only costs a quarter of the normal price of diesel. Definitely the way of the future. With 42% of European cars being diesel and a diesel hybrid underway by Peugeot, these guys are definitely showing the world how environmental cars should be designed. Now, opposed to this is the Volkswagen Golf GT. Now this is marketed on the back of a slogan, maximum performance, minimum consumption.
Yes, consumption that does 7.7 litres per 100 k's. Now for a sports car, that isn't too bad. It's got the same efficiency as a standard Toyota Corolla. But since we're looking at hybrid and fuel efficient, eco-friendly cars here, it's sort of a bit of a failure.
It also does have the highest CO2 emissions out of any of the cars we tested. So it really does show the inefficiencies that petrol engines have and their impact on the environment.
Okay, now have a look at hybrid cars. This is the Honda Civic Hybrid. Now it uses two types of engines. It uses a petrol engine and an electric engine.
Now this electric engine switches on when the car's idling or at slow speeds, so it minimises the use of the petrol engine. It's definitely designed for city and town driving, just going short distances, but the electric engine does lack acceleration, it just doesn't get up and go.
Yeah, look, it's a little bit sluggish, but another poor point as well is its costs. It costs another $5,000 more than the standard Honda Civic, so a lot of new car buyers will be asking the question whether they want to spend that extra $5,000.
Marketed with big impact on you, little impact on environment, and Honda planting trees to carbon offset their cars, this car has a big impact on you financially as well.
Okay, another manufacturer of hybrid cars is Toyota. Now this is their second generation Toyota Prius, a very, very clever car, and Toyota are definitely seen as the father of the hybrid vehicle.
Marketed on the back of want to change the world, Toyota have revolutionised the way the world conceives petrol engines with their hybrid cars. Their experience shows in the second generation Prius. It's high tech, it's advanced, it's developed, and it is definitely the car of the future.
Poor point about this car is its cost. It is considerably more expensive than your standard car. Also, another thing about this car is its battery, which is what the electric engine draws its power off. And although it lasts 8 years, it's non-recyclable, so it has to be chucked in landfill.
We are looking at the most environmentally friendly car available on Australian roads today. We also had a look at a number of electric motor cars, with the Tesla Motors Roadster being the clear standout performer. Now, electric cars have been around since 1889, with a number of these just pushed aside or destroyed in favour of traditional petrol combustion engines. Now, this car being completely electric doesn't use any fuel and does not emit any carbon dioxide.
Now, of course, the Tesla Roadster is a sports car, and performance-wise, it's definitely sporty. Does 0 to 100 in 4 seconds. That's Porsche and Ferrari territory here. And also, the range on this car is 400 kilometres per charge.
And this electric motor car has a longer range and faster speed than ever previously thought about. The only thing that comes out of this car is the tunes as you're pumping down the highway going 110. These Tesla Motors is definitely showing the way electric motor cars should be in the future. Solar panels being developed for this motor car. Tesla Motors is revolutionising electric cars, and these are the way of the future.
Now, of course, being a sports car, it's a little bit more expensive, almost $100,000 Australian. But considering you never have to pay it for another drop of fuel again, I think electric cars are definitely the car of the future.